Hey, hello peeps. Well, after a few days off in San Francisco, thanks to Roberto putting us up, legend. Hope to see him again, maybe Patagonia. Get on it, Robert. We've turned left and we're heading to Yosemite National Park. I've been across some hot desert, wicked climb, and it's damn hot. About 40 degrees. It's only 10 AM. We're making our way through these foothills of the Sierras. It's pretty steep, pretty tough, but that's how we're going to get to see Yosemite. Will we choose that road, or will we go back? Who knows? Well, we pondered whether to come to Yosemite. Hey Debs.
Oh God, yeah.
We thought, should we come? Should we make up all that hills, which was a big hill? And then our first view looks like this.
I think it's worth about 50 miles of climbing.
Yeah? Tell me that's not worth climbing. Look at that.
Jeez.
Just come through that tunnel. And then there's another one down there. What a view, what a view. And water at last. Morning peeps. Well, you talk about wild camps and I think we found the perfect spot. Look at this, under the oak tree, next to the river, at the foothills of the Sequoia National Park. Got here last night at twilight, and full moon came out. I'll show you a picture of that. God, it was awesome. And now it's morning. We've got a 32-mile climb up to the top of the Sequoias, I think about 5,000 feet or something like that. Got a brew on, we're gonna have some porridge. But just look at this for a wake up, eh? You couldn't buy this. You could not buy this. And yet, fucking Americans have left all this trash, look at it. Everywhere you look, bottles, plastic, loo roll, barbecues. Somewhere as gorgeous as this, man, why would you do that? Fishing line, everything. We're going to have a clear up. Debs is having a clear up look before we go. Good lass.
Down there.
What about?
Can you see? He was here. And as I came to rinse my spoon, there he is. This is a beautiful, fantastic spot, and we've wild camped here, and we like to leave no trace. I just wish everybody else agreed with us. This 5 minutes picking up rubbish. I still haven't got it all. There's bottles and toilet paper and plastic bottles. There are banana skins, gloves, you name it. We got it. Take it home.
After that wicked wild camp last night, we're leaving the orange groves of the central Californian Valley behind, starting to climb into the hills, and that's our prospect. Look at them mountains. Don't know whether you can make that out, but we've got bone dry foothills, and then somewhere up there is Sequoia National Park with the grand sequoia trees, which I really can't wait to see. But to get there we've got 40 miles of uphill, so about time we got on a bike and give it a go, Debs.
That looks fantastic.
It does, doesn't it? Look at that, eh?
That looks brilliant.
It's hard to believe that we're in like this bone dry desert, and like in 40 miles we're going to be up in the forest. Hard to believe, but looking at them hills, I think that's what's going to change it for us. So let's give it a go, Debs.
You ready for it, babes?
Let's have it. Go on. Downhill first.
Yay.
Let's do it.
It's hot, hot, hot.
Oh man, I knew the sequoias were up high, but these roads are tough. It's worth it though. Look at views, huh? And look where the road goes. Got to get out this valley, up there. Man, got that thing where I'm sweating so much, it's all running into my eyes, and got these stinging eyes. Oh jeez, look at it, up and up and up. Nearly there. I think that's our call, near that farmhouse. But it's been a beast, and this is just the warm-up. We've got the big one to come, although it's on a bigger road, so it's probably more graded. Somewhere down there is Debs. Got a bit of a lead on her now. Such a dry environment here though. How these trees live. Crazy, just bone dry. Sand. Look at it. Oh man, where is she? Giving it all. How you going, Debs?
Hey. Oh, great. Fantastic. I don't breathe.
Well, we did it. There's the building. There's the col. Let's see what's over the top. How do you find it, babe?
Oh, walk in the park. Walk in the park.
Walk in the park. As we're coming downhill, I don't know whether you can make this out, but there is our first view of the Sequoia National Park mountains. Different scale. Well, it might be cooking here in the foothills, but where we're going, up in the Sierras, even looks like it might be raining. Big clouds covering the mountain tops. Starting to feel a little bit cooler, so maybe we're going to get a bit of rain. That would be nice. Yeah, Debs would like a bit of that because it's so hot here. But look at what the mountains are doing. They're making clouds. That's how it works. So, day 2 of climbing up the Sierras to Sequoia National Park. Just keep going up. Beautiful views, a bit misty, And Debs has just told me, after today, we've still got 8 miles of climbing. So this hill has taken us 3 days to get up. A 3-day hill, never done that. Had a 2-dayer in Malaga, but 3 days to get up a hill. Wow. Still no sign of sequoias though. We're still in this desert forest. I can't believe, like in 20 miles we hit the Sequoia National Park and we're going to be in these giant trees. I don't know where they're going to come from. It's just all oak and desert. Yeah, now we're starting to get a few dotted around. There's a pine though, a lot of pine and oak, but in amongst it some sequoias. There's a sequoia, I think. Yep. Landscape's definitely changing now. More undergrowth, more sequoias, some bigger ones been damaged by a fire. Look at that. We've taken this forest road on the recommendation of Daniel, a Warm Showers host for last night. Thanks for that. He's given us some great route advice, and this will lead us up to the national park. But, wow, look at this. Well, gaining height pretty quick on this forest road, but an unexpected nuisance are these flies. I don't know whether you can see them flying around me, but lots of flies. Hopefully they're not the biting sort. They don't seem to be, but they seem to like going up your nose, which is rather annoying. But hopefully if we get higher they might ease off. Who knows. Now we're getting in amongst it. The flies are still here in big time. Sequoias are getting bigger, and there's an example of an old original growth tree that they cut down probably over 100 years ago now. What a beauty. But these flies, Debs.
Yeah. Mid-morning snack, 10 flies.
Look at this beauty. You can still see the axe marks and the holes where they put the planks to stand on to chop it down, and what a thing. Can't blame them really at the time, but criminal really, but hey ho. Look at that beauty. Suddenly the trees are getting bigger and bigger. Still bone dry habitat, but more and more sequoias. Hey Deb, what about this for a view?
It's payback time for all them hills. Wilderness in the high Sierras.
Look at that beauty. Huh? Don't come much better than that, folks.
Well, we're off to see General Sherman. A tree, not a man. First though, we're walking through a tree. Wow. Oh, gosh. That's a downed trunk. Wow. And the type of wood it is, these sequoias, is they take thousands of years to rot. So that could have been down quite a long time. So this is the biggest tree in the world. There are taller trees and there are wider trees, but there's none that takes up the same amount of space as this one. I can't even get the top in. I'll try. Hey, wow. So why do sequoias grow so big? Why are the trees around here the oldest and biggest in the world? Well, a lot of it's down to their bark. That can resist, has a high level of tannin in it, does the bark, and that resists infestations from insects and diseases, and also provides resistance to fire. And then you get enough water and enough nutrients and they'll just grow, grow, grow. It's kind of special to be stood here in front of the biggest tree in the world. In the whole wide world. And we cycled here. Ooh.
Hey, morning peeps. 9 o'clock in the morning and it's hot enough to be without my shirt. We're up here in the desert. Debs, how are you doing?
I'm fine, yep, cold's getting better.
We're heading over the hills one more time to get to the deserts around Slab City, places like that, the Salton Sea, and then we'll get into Mexico at Mexicali, head down the east of the Baja instead of the west. But we've got a big climb today, 4,000 feet I think, Debs?
Just about, maybe just over even.
Yeah. And it's hot. It's dang hot. I don't know whether you can make that out, but climbing out of the Central Valley, just east of LA, the air is getting so much cleaner, and you can see back there's a line of smog, just a line of grey. Dirty place. We're heading to the clean mountains. So here's a cool bit of railway for you. Don't know whether you can make that out, but there's a little tunnel. Railway up there, railway there, and this is the Tehachapi loop, something like that, where the hill's so steep the railway goes loop the loop over and under itself. Hoping we'll get a good view up top. Yeah, tell you what, the railway might loop a loop on itself, but the road don't. First gear grinder all the way, but 500 feet to what I'm hoping is a nice viewpoint. What a road, look at that. Never comes out on video, but this is steep. It's a good viewpoint, look at this. One of the wonders, one of the 7 wonders of the railway road. The Tehachapi Loop. like being back in Kansas. Nothing but Joshua trees and power lines to keep us company. Wow, what about this? Lunch underneath the Joshua tree.
Hey.
The welcome bit of shade, Debs, there.
Definitely welcome bit of shade. And I'm not even sure.
See Deb's there, she's got a new addition, the flag. And I've got something new as well, the mirror. So we can see the impending doom of the traffic. And the palm tree mobile mast up there, look at that. You can make this out in the distance. Way over there on the horizon, shining silver, is the Salton Sea. And that's our next destination for tonight, camping. Thought it was the ocean at first, but it's so big, looks like that. Which I guess is why they call it the Salton Sea. I'll have to do a bit more reading about it, but I believe it was an accidental creation when some irrigation channels burst. But we shall find out more. Most important thing on cycle touring is the water supply in this desert. We found this beautiful community centre with drinking fountains.
Yay, cold water as well.
Which means we can fill up.
Oh gosh, look at that, cold, fresh water. Yay, I'm free. Not to be sniffed at.
Yes. Hey, well, it might not look much, and it isn't much really, about 300 feet. But here we go on our last hill in the United States. As soon as we get over here, it's down to the Salton Sea, flat as a pancake till Mexico. Oh man, what an achievement. Thank you, US. You're giving us some blinders, including probably the highest pass we've done at Hoosier Pass, 11,000 and something. But for now, we're heading up here and then down. Hey, well that's it folks. Topped out. It's downhill or flat all the way to Mexico. I've stuck her in gear 14. Here we go.